In a world where darkness and light collide, where the line between good and evil blurs, one question remains unanswered. Why do people fear the devil more than they fear God? For centuries, mankind has grappled with this enigma. In the quaint village of Willowbrook, nestled amidst rolling hills and whispering forests, there lived a young girl named Arara. From a tender age, Arara was known for her insatiable curiosity and relentless pursuit of knowledge. But there was one question that had always eluded her grasp, one mystery that haunted her dreams and consumed her thoughts. Why do people fear the devil more than they fear God? Determined to unravel the enigma, Arara embarked on a quest for truth that would take her far beyond the boundaries of her village. Armed with little more than a thirst for understanding and a heart full of courage, she ventured into the unknown, seeking out sages and scholars who might shed light on the age-old question that had plagued her for so long. Her journey led her to ancient libraries and forgotten temples where she pored over dusty tomes and deciphered cryptic scrolls in search of answers. She sought out wise men and women who spoke of the divine and the infernal, of the eternal struggle between light and darkness that raged within the hearts of mortals. But the more she learned, the more confused she became. Some spoke of the devil as a fearsome adversary, a cunning trickster who reveled in chaos and destruction. Others described God as a wrathful deity, quick to punish those who dared to defy his will. And still, others whispered of a balance between good and evil, a delicate harmony that kept the cosmos in equilibrium. As the days turned into weeks, and the weeks into months, Arara grew weary and disheartened, her quest seeming more futile with each passing moment. But just when she was on the brink of despair, a wise old sage took her aside and spoke to her with kindness and understanding. "Child," the sage said, his voice gentle yet firm, "the answer to your question lies not in the words of others, but within your own heart. For the fear of the devil is born of ignorance and superstition, of the unknown and the unknowable. But the fear of God, that is a different matter altogether." With those words ringing in her ears, Arara returned to Willowbrook with a newfound sense of purpose. She realized that the fear of the devil was a fear of the darkness that lurked within oneself, a fear of the temptations and desires that threatened to lead one astray. But the fear of God, that was a fear of the divine, a fear of the awe-inspiring power and majesty of the Creator. And so, armed with this revelation, Arara set out to enlighten her fellow villagers, to show them that the true path to salvation lay not in fear, but in faith. And though her quest for understanding had come to an end, her journey was far from over, for she had discovered a truth more profound than she had ever imagined. That in the end it was not fear that defined us, but love, seeking solace in the embrace of the divine, while cowering in the shadows of the infernal. Perhaps it is the allure of the unknown, the seductive whisper of temptation that beckons from the darkness, that strikes fear into the hearts of mortals. Or perhaps it is the tales passed down through generations, the warnings of hellfire and damnation that haunt the dreams of believers and non-believers alike. But in the end, fear is but a shadow cast by the light of faith, a reminder of the eternal struggle between sin and redemption, between the devil and God. So as you ponder the mysteries of the cosmos, remember this: in the battle for your soul, it is not the devil you should fear, but the absence of God's grace. Why do people fear the devil more than they fear God? For centuries, the concept of good versus evil has been a central theme in religious and philosophical teachings. In many cultures, people are taught to fear the devil as a powerful and malevolent force that seeks to tempt and corrupt them. On the other hand, God is often portrayed as a benevolent and loving deity who offers forgiveness and salvation to those who follow his teachings. So why is it that people tend to fear the devil more than they fear God? One possible explanation for this phenomenon is rooted in the idea of the unknown. The devil is often depicted as a mysterious and enigmatic figure, shrouded in darkness and lurking in the shadows. His motives are unclear, and his actions are unpredictable, leading many to fear the unknown and the seemingly uncontrollable nature of his power. In contrast, God is typically portrayed as a figure of light and goodness, with clear intentions and a predictable nature. People feel more comfortable with what is familiar and understandable, making it easier to fear the devil's mysterious ways over God's more straightforward path. Another reason why people may fear the devil more than they fear God is the way in which each figure is portrayed in religious texts and teachings. In many religious traditions, the devil is depicted as a cunning and deceitful adversary who actively seeks to lead people astray and tempt them into sin. He is often described as the embodiment of evil, with a malevolent presence that can corrupt even the most devout followers of God. In contrast, God is typically portrayed as a loving and merciful deity who offers forgiveness and redemption to those who repent and seek his grace. While the devil's actions are portrayed as malicious and harmful, God's actions are seen as benevolent and compassionate, leading people to fear the consequences of crossing the devil more than they fear the consequences of disobeying God. Additionally, the concept of punishment may play a role in why people fear the devil more than they fear God. In many religious traditions, the devil is associated with hell and eternal damnation, where sinners are punished for their transgressions in the afterlife. The fear of facing punishment in the fiery depths of hell is a powerful motivator for people to resist the devil's temptations and follow God's commandments. On the other hand, God is often seen as a forgiving and merciful deity who offers salvation to those who repent and seek his forgiveness. The consequences of disobeying God are often portrayed as less severe than the consequences of serving the devil, leading people to fear the devil's wrath more than they fear God's judgment. In conclusion, the fear of the devil over God may stem from a combination of factors, including the unknown nature of the devil, the portrayal of each figure in religious teachings, and the consequences associated with disobeying each deity. While both figures play important roles in religious and philosophical teachings, the devil's mysterious and malevolent nature, coupled with the fear of eternal damnation, may lead people to fear him more than they fear God. However, it is important to remember that fear should not be the driving force behind one's faith, and that love and compassion are equally important components of a healthy relationship with the divine. Before we delve deeper into the abyss of fear and faith, let's take a brief moment. If you're enjoying this exploration of the enigma of fear and the eternal struggle of good versus evil, please show your support by giving this video a like. Your likes help us to gauge what content resonates with you, our valued viewer. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to our channel, ROYSWIRE. By subscribing, you'll become part of our growing community and be the first to know when we release new videos like this one. Your subscription helps us to continue providing thought-provoking, enlightening content that challenges and engages. Your support fuels our passion and commitment to bring the mysteries of the cosmos, the human mind, and the spiritual world to your screen. So please, like this video and subscribe to ROYSWIRE. Thank you for your continued support and dedication to exploring these intriguing topics with us. Now, let's return to our journey into the shadows of fear and the light of faith. Thanks from ROYSWIRE.